Thank you very much. Let me also take this opportunity on my own behalf, and on behalf of my family, on behalf of all the people of Kiambu, to send a message of condolence to Ginyo family. This Mzee was a real son of soil. He was a real patriot in Kiambu. I knew him before I joined politics. We used to meet at Renamount, and we used to talk about other things. I was not talking about politics then. And later on, he became my mentor in 2013, those of you who can remember, after the birth of TNA, and immediately TNA was born. There was a by-election in Ikino, and we were supposed to deliver that seat, and that's how I met Mzee Ginyo Kariuki in politics. I have to say that I've been with him. We've discussed issues such as KIST. We've discussed issues such as Duberi. And I can tell you that this Mzee lying here was really very passionate, extremely passionate about transformational leadership in Kiambu. He was very concerned when it appeared like things were not going the right direction. And those of you who know him, he would call because he also believed in participatory leadership. He had this method of ensuring that he had 20 people in every ward. And he would say, things are not okay. So can we call these 20 people in every ward? And in Kiambu there are 60 wards, so you are talking about 240 people. Because he felt that we needed participatory leadership, and we needed to monitor what was happening from the grassroots. So we've lost Mzee. Our legacy, just as the family will push his legacy forward, our legacy in the county is to ensure that we have that transformational, economic, social, and cultural leadership in this county. Because that is what he would have wished to see. He would have wished to see empowerment of our people. I want to say he has talked to me several times about Duberi. The latest was probably about a month or a month and a half ago. There were issues surrounding Duberi. And I assured him that Duberi will never lose its face. Duberi will not be subdivided into a shopping center. And I want to consult with the leadership of Duberi so that we come out with a way forward for that particular field. I know we've used it, we've turned it into a political field. We are going to move back to our Kirigiti, because that is where our legacy and historically our politics are. I'll be sitting together with the committee, because it will be our proposal that we turn that Duberi ground where Mzee Ginyo was the pilot chairman of the golfers, starting from Makadi, that we would turn it into a multi-purpose park that would encompass the golfing and all other activities that are involved right now in that particular field. So I'll be consulting with you. We'll also be consulting so that even as we take the challenge from Kenya Golf Union of looking for a county golf club somewhere in Kiambu, we would be consulting with you, and if we agree, we will push it to our county assembly that we can rename Duberi Ginyo Park. But that I'll leave to you, and then we'll push the idea to our county assembly to remember this patriot. Finally, I said when I was there on Sunday with the family and the fellow mourners, I said that when the history of Kiambu is going to be written, it's going to be written soon, there will be a chapter on this icon. We are putting together, we'll start putting together the makers of Kiambu. We've had makers of America, makers of Malaysia. We'll be putting together the makers of Kiambu, because we want to understand where we came from. We want to understand where we are and where we are going. So we'll be putting together that both in electronic and written form. We are engaging somebody to start to do that. We'll also be sitting together with a committee from Kiambu to start identifying and recognizing our eminent elders and our eminent persons. People who do not know who they are cannot know where they are going. So that's the kind of thing that we want to do so that we can recognize the role and the position that Mzee has taken in Kiambu County. So once again, on my own behalf and on behalf of the county, we've lost a great patriot. May God rest his soul in eternal peace. And with those few remarks, let me take this opportunity to invite Right Honorable Raila Omoro Odinga, Your Excellency, to make your remarks.
Mama Margaret and the children, the clergy, fellow mourners, hamjambo. Mwadhani arogoshio. Yesu akumio. Let me first begin by bringing apologies from His Excellency the President. This funeral should have taken place tomorrow. The family requested and the President said he would come today. Unfortunately, because of visitations of coronavirus, some appointments were rescheduled, and that's why he has not been able to make it today. So he has asked me to convey his apologies to the family. We have come to mourn a friend. Here in Kiambu, you say Orataguo Mweruti, that he served is he who serves. And that is Nginyo wa Kariuki. A great man, a man who is self-made, who came from down and became what he is in life. If you talk about hustler, Nginyo Kariuki is truly somebody who deserves to be called a hustler. Because look at where Nginyo came from and how he has been able to manage and reach where he's reached. I've been listening to those who have talked about Nginyo. Because Nginyo was so many things to different people. What they have not talked about Nginyo here, not talk about a gentleman like the English gentry, the man who loved style, the way he dresses is all the times smart and clean, and he loved cleanliness. If you go to Lenana Mount Hotel, which he built, it's all the time tidy and clean. And that was Nginyo taught many people, us. We've been friends for a long time. And we also met in politics. Nginyo was a freedom fighter. And he hated subjugation. So even during those one-party days, when the time came to change from single party to multi-party at Kasarani Stadium, Nginyo is the one who is on record to have said that we should remove Section 2A and reintroduce multi-partyism back in our country. That is Nginyo Kariuki. Nginyo has also worked very hard to try to unite the people of Kenya. I remember him with Mzee Gitu Kahangeri coming all the way to Bondo. The Kabando Kabando was there. And even Moses Kuria was also there. Came to Bondo. And we really talked, and I tried to instill a lot of knowledge and discipline on Moses Korea. Unfortunately, he's still a student. He's still learning. learning. But we've done many things with Nginyo from Ford days and Ford Kenya. We worked together with Nginyo. Nginyo has stood to go to parliament several times. But each time he loses, he does not lose hope. And he's also never bitter at all. But Nginyo believed that if you bring unity among our people and remove tribalism, Kenya can thrive. And this is what we owe Nginyo Kariuki. That we need to work to unite this country. This is a great country that does not deserve to play in the league in which it is playing. Kenya deserves to play in the Super League, not a Super League of corruption, a Super League in terms of development. And that is what the founding fathers talked about. Plenty to be found within our borders. And that is what has brought me and Uhuru Kenyatta together. That the meaning of the handshake and BBI, that we change course so that this country can be able to move forward and to develop much faster than has happened up to now. And we are not going to look back on this. We will not be distracted in terms of, oh, these are basically just self-serving people looking for self and so on. No. We want to ensure that tomorrow a Kikuyu can go and work anywhere in the country and will be recognized as a Kenyan. A Luo can come and live here in Kiambu, anywhere else, work, marry, and be a Kenyan. The same thing with a Kalenjin, a Luhia, a Mjikenda. Unity in diversity, not in words, but in deeds. Then we want also to ensure that when we go for elections, elections end on the day of the polling, and we begin to do our work again thereafter. Thirdly, we want to deal with this cancer of corruption, not just in words, that you're walking around with sacks of money in terms of Harambes and investing in heaven, here on earth. We want you to invest here on earth for development, not for heaven, because we want to know that ultimately all of us will go to heaven. With those very remarks, we want to say, fare thee well, my friend. I would say, Komawega, Murato Mwakwa.